Hi, my name's Shea Halligan. I'm a junior here on campus. I live in the SAE house, and I'm just going to tell you guys how God's worked in my life. I grew up in Arkansas, grew up in a Christian home, went to private school, went to church every Sunday, youth group every Wednesday. Prayed a prayer of salvation when I was 4 years old on my way home from soccer practice with my mom. Prayed it again at Kanakuk when I was 9. Prayed again in youth group when I was in 9th grade. I must have prayed it like 4 or 5 times in my life, but I never handed my life over to Christ. And my life never changed, and that's how I know I wasn't truly saved. When I got into high school, I began to feel a real self-consciousness and inadequacy about who I was. From there on, it was just kind of a downward spiral all the way into college. I just began to fill my life with stuff that really didn't matter, but I thought would fill me up. From relationships to drinking to sports to friends, just anything I could find to fill this emptiness in my heart that I was feeling, I looked towards. And it ended up just leaving me more and more empty in the end. Around sophomore year, I kind of reached the end of my rope. I was drinking really heavily. I was still making good grades. I was still doing all the stuff that would make my parents happy for me, but on the inside, I was just more empty and alone than I've ever felt in my life. I didn't really feel like I knew who I was anymore. I was making some just morally corrupt decisions that left me questioning my own motives. I didn't know what I was living for. I felt like my life had zero purpose. And I knew I needed God in my life. I didn't know how to go about doing it because I prayed the prayer so much that I thought I was saved. I realize now that I wasn't. God placed some people in my life who gave me some spiritual direction, just kind of led me along. They told me to go to Kaleo, and it was at Kaleo that the pieces of the puzzle just kind of came together. And I really began to understand the love that God has for me and what His Son truly did, that Jesus lived a perfect life and came and died on the cross for me so that I may have a relationship with God. He died for my sins and He rose again after 3 days. And that had never really made sense to me. I'd never placed my trust fully in that. So I decided to place my trust in Christ. And since I've made that decision, God's just given me a peace and joy that I've never experienced in my life. The emptiness I used to feel, the inadequacy, everything I used to feel, the self-consciousness, has just been replaced with a confidence rooted in Christ's love for me. I know He accepts me for who I am, regardless of where I've been or who I've been in the past. He'll always love me. If you look at me a year ago and you look at me today, I think my life is just a complete 180. I think I'm a genuinely happy person for the first time in my life. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with the creation that I am. And I thank God for life every day.